All right, Shalom. First things first, we want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. And we give double honors to the apostles and elders which rule the great millstone. And much love to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth that's been set up through faith to help seal the elect that the Lord brings in. All right, this is a quick response video to these guys that you see on the screen. And the name of it is GMS Israelite Bible Challenge, Reincarnation versus Resurrection. And if you watch the video, these guys saying at one time they taught it, at one time they believed it, but now they don't have it. They lost it. And they spoke about the One West school that was established, which a lot of the truth comes out of, which our elders at Great Millstone came out of. Okay, and they had it at one time, they taught it at one time, but then they lost the oil. The oil, how you say, sprung out of them, man. Now that's why David said this book is a snare unto them. All right, David prayed that this book would become a snare unto them. That's what it's becoming. And a lot of people in these last days are going to get caught up. That's why it says wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. The wisdom is what's going to be able to hold and maintain us in these last days. All right, so we're going to jump right into this. I had a couple talking points. They said reincarnation is not in the Bible, which is false. That's a false statement because it is. And I'm going to give the scripts. That's why it says precept must be upon precept. Line must be upon line upon line, here a little and there a little. So that's how you have to break these things down. You have to be able to back it up with precepts. You can't just make a blind statement or read one verse and then that's it. You have to be able to back up line upon line, precept upon precept. And it says, what is resurrection? Okay, I'm going to get into that. Okay. And another one is any man having his head covered, okay? Because he's going into the Bible with his head covered. And this other guy's got a smooth face and a shaved head. They know that's in the law, that you ain't supposed to do those things, but they're going into it anyway. You know, it's not a nitpick thing, but it's something that I seen that I wanted to point out. And it says believe in the work's sake, all right? Why we are following our elders is because of the work, man. The work is bearing witness. We'll say, I should show you my faith by my works. These guys, I don't even know where they came from, man. Okay? But they're not, how you say, pushing the work like the elders are pushing, man. Okay? I don't see their street videos. I haven't looked too deep into it. But we're going to jump right into these words, man. Then we're going to get into the scripts. Not make this too long. All right, we're going to go into regeneration first. Oh, Salakia. All right, the first word we're going to go into is regeneration, okay? Regeneration. And the word is, it says from the Latin, regeneratomi. And it says a being born again, noun of action from particular stem of the Latin regenerare, make over, generate again. From re again, see re, and plus generare to produce, to reproduce. Okay. And it says original spiritual and animal tissue, early 15. That's pretty much it on that. Okay, so the word regeneration is to again and produce again. All right, that's all it was saying. And then they got that from right here in Matthews. This is the book of Matthews 19 and 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, okay, it says to produce again produce All right. So Yahushua was saying, when you come back again, you follow me, when you are reproduced. That cuts their whole thing about reincarnation not being in the Bible, man. Again. All right. And it says, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. So he's not sitting in his throne glory now. He passed away thousands of years ago and came back. He went on the cross, gave up the ghost, and then the Father brought him back in the same body, which I'm gonna go into later. Okay, and then he left, and then now he's coming back. But the men that was left down here that he was speaking to, they gave up the ghost and went back to the grave, man, and have come back and have went back to the grave, and we're waiting on him to come back, because that's going to be the ending cycle of that. Okay, when Yahushua comes back and sets up the kingdom. Okay, and it says, regeneration, which the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. Yea, also, it says, yea, also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And he promised those unto his apostles. Okay, the disciples. He promised that unto them, that they were going to sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Not new people, because that was a promise he made unto those men. So how is he going to make those promises to those men when those men are long and gone, so-called, right? In their mindset, in these guys' mindset, they're saying that you don't come back, right? So why would Yahushua make that promise to those men? He said you're going to sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And they're not doing that now. So that's a future prophecies that yet to happen. So that's showing that those men are going to come back and sit on those thrones as the Lord promised. All right. And then let's go into the next word. The next word is reincarnation. Okay. The word reincarnation, it says fact of repeated information from back again, incarnation, meaning a new embodiment. So back again in the body, embodiment, back in the body. Okay, that's what the word means, back in the body. Okay, the spirit is coming back in the body. And let's go into the next one. Resurrection. Okay, from the original, it says originally the name of the church festival ceremonies, Mashiach, rising from the dead. Angola French, resurrection. Old French, resurrection. The resurrection of the Mashiach. The direct from church Latin, resurrectomi. It says a rising again from the dead. Noun of action from past particular stem of Latin, resurgere, rise again, appear again. Okay, it's just like a car, okay? So you have an old school car, and that old school car has been sitting somewhere, and the body's been rusted up, and the motor's all jacked up, the interior's jacked up. So what do? They take that car. What do you see these car shows like? They renew the car, right? They take that same car and they gut it out. They'll put some new interior in it. They'll take the rust. They'll buff it out. They'll prime it, and then they'll renew that car, and then they'll roll it out. It's not a different car. It's been renewed again. Okay, it's been redone. That's the same thing what happened unto Yahushua. His same body, that same vehicle he was in, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahweh raised him up, put the spirit back in that body, and raised him up in the same body that he was in. Okay, just like when you have the reincarnation, you come back in a brand new body. Okay, a brand new body. That's like, say, take the engine out of the car and put it in a new body. Okay, same engine, new body. But then when you redo the car, you keep the same engine in that body and you redo the whole vehicle. Okay, the same struts, the same handles, all the same thing, but the engine's in the same car that it was originally in. But if you do the reincarnation, when you come back, the engine is coming back in a new vehicle, a new body to say. You put it in a whole new vehicle. Okay? That's why I'm trying to put it in a way to understand. Okay, the best way I can understand it, and to give it to you, brothers, Lord willing. And that's edifying, man. Okay, and then that's it for resurrection. Okay, or we'll read this one right here. Is a resurgent, resurgent, and it says from obsolete verb resurge, to rise again, from Latin resurgere, rise again, lift oneself, to be restored. Get it? Just like I told you, restore a car. It's the same car that it was, but it's just been redone. Because when Yahushua came back, he had more spiritual powers than he did prior. Okay, because what he was changing himself, he opened the disciples' thoughts unto the secrets. Okay, unto the things that they needed to know. He opened up their understanding. All right, so that's pretty much what it is. To rise again, lift oneself, to be restored. From again, and surgery, to rise. All right, now we're going to get into some of these scripts. All right, the first script I have is Jude 1 and 7. I'm trying to make this too long. Okay, because I want to give a concept of hell. Most people think that, eternal fire, right? But that hell situation, that doesn't exist, because there is no hell. You just go back up to the Father, and your body goes back into the ground. And it says, this is Jude 1 and 7, even as Sodom and Gomorrah, the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. Set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Okay, if you look at eternal fire, you would think, damn, hell. No, because Sodom and Gomorrah is not still burning. Okay, when that word eternal is long, we're going to get into it. I'll look it up on my phone. It's a little faster. This is Jude 1 and 7. And the word for eternal is Strong's G 166. And it says, without beginning and end, that which always has been and always will be, without beginning, without end, never to cease, everlasting. Okay? Eternal, forever, everlasting. So Sodom and Gomorrah is not still burning in that eternal fire. You get what the Bible is saying to you? That's why you have to look up words, man. Without beginning and without end. Because the chariots is the ones that shot the fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, this is I'm just gonna look up the verses right here, and I'm just gonna give it to you. My phone's working a little bit better than the computer at this time. Let's jump into Mark. I'm just gonna give these precepts, and then I'm gonna close out. This is the book of Mark 1 in verse 9, or 9 and 1. This is Mark 9 and verse 1. And it says, and he said unto them, verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death. And that word death, let's look up death. That word death is Strong's G 2288. And it says, the death of the body, the separation, whether natural or violent, of the soul and the body, of which life on earth is ended, with the implied idea of future miseries in hell, the power of death, sincere, the nether world, and the abode of the dead, which conceived as being very dark. Okay, so the Lord was saying, some of you ain't gonna taste death. And those men did taste death. They fell asleep and they came back. What is that speaking of? That's speaking of the first and second death, which is the death of when the first death was by water and the second death is going to be by fire.